Welcome into the Landon Tengwall show. Penn State currently holds the #1 recruiting class in the class of 2027, and McKeesport running back Kemon Spell is the headliner of that class. He is the #9 player in the nation and the #1 running back. Now, Spell committed to Penn State back in August of 2024 when he was just starting his sophomore year. Now, something to note, that commitment was given to Jawan Sider while he was still the running backs coach here. Now, Spell has remained committed up to this point, still is committed. Today, Rivals came out with a post that kind of flipped the internet a little bit on its head. Penn State, Nittany Nation going a little bit crazy. Rivals came out with the 6 schools that Kemon Spell says have the best chance at flipping him. Listen, I'm not saying that he is for sure decommitting. But what I'm saying is, if your girl is talking about the possibility of breaking up, she's already gone. I mean, that's babe. I'm not going to leave you, but if I was going to leave you, here's the 6 guys that I would cheat on you with. That's what we got going on here, pretty much. Hit that subscribe button. You're not going to get this anywhere else. And I am no longer in school, so I am in my office during the day, so these videos can come out. So full-time job here, guys. I'm excited. Be with you through all of this. All right, Spell already locked in visits to Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. And yes, he is coming here as well for the whiteout against Oregon. I know it's a different time. We are in a different day and age than we were just a couple years ago in college football. But when I was a recruit and I was thinking about committing here to Penn State, it was made very clear to me that if I were to commit to Penn State, I was not to visit any other schools. And I love that from James Franklin. I think that's great. Franklin has built a great culture here, and that's why you see such low turnover in the transfer portal for Penn State. Franklin does things like today was the first day of school for kids in the state college school district. Franklin pushed back meetings so everybody that had kids could send their kids off on the first day of school. Great. I love the culture that he's built. And so that was how it worked. If you went and visited any other school, that was it. And, Franklin was super strict on that. And this is why, he, as I said, he committed as a sophomore, had barely even started his sophomore year. I mean, August, he barely started the school year. He's basically still just finished up his freshman year of high school. I tell every young recruit I know, my guys back in Maryland, I'm like, yo, if you are a high-rated guy, we got a couple guys at Good Counsel I've talked to, my high school, that are like 4 and 5 stars. And I'm saying, hey, do not commit until after your junior season at the earliest. There's no reason to. Like my dad I wanted to commit freshman year. I got offered when I was still in 8th grade to Penn State. I wanted to commit, and my dad was like, absolutely not. You're going to go on visits. You're going to meet people, have experiences, make those connections, get to see other things because you're going to want to eventually. That's the thing. And that's what we're seeing with Spell right now is that he's a top 10 player in the nation. And it's like, yeah, I want to go experience and look at other places and go on cool visits and have those experiences. I don't blame him at all for that. But my problem is, don't commit when you're that young. And I get it. Some people, it's easy to do. And like I said, I wanted to as a young kid. And so I was lucky I had my dad around to be like, no, we're not doing that. And I will say this too. There is the NIL factor. I mean, Kemon Spell is a top 10 player in the 2027 class. And not only that, he is fast. Outside of an elite quarterback, speed is the most expensive thing there is in the NIL era. So I'm sure he's getting offers that are absurd. And I don't even know if Penn State has talked to him about NIL. I'm sure there's been conversations, but I think we all know, Penn State was able to muster up some money to be able to bring back all the guys we brought back, but we're not big on shelling out. We saw that with a couple different guys that we didn't land in this 2020, 6 class that's coming up. And we missed out on them because we heard that our offers were half of what other teams were. James Franklin's not going to throw out $1.5 million, $2 million, or whatever it is to a freshman. I don't know if we have the ability to do that. I just don't know if Franklin will do that, honestly, because that's, like I said, that's not the culture we have here. Whether you feel some type of way about that or you do or you don't, I can understand both sides, but that's kind of what it is. So I don't blame Kemon Spell and his family for saying, hey, we're getting these huge offers. Let's go visit these other places. Let's hear some of these other coaches out and see what's on the market. Something to note, Penn State offered Kemon Spell's little brother yesterday, which, hey, cool. He's in 8th grade. Do I think that offer, was real? No. That was a desperation heave to keep Kemon Spell and his family happy. So, are we in a good place with Kemon Spell right now? I'd say no. Is he absolutely decommitting? No. I'm not saying that. Don't say, Landon Tengwall did not say that Kemon Spell is absolutely gone, but it's not looking great. Kemon Spell really only knows the answer to that, but if there is such thing as soft launching a decommitment, this would be that in my eyes. So something to keep track of. I am not a big fan of the headache guys, and normally when you are dealing with 5 stars, they are somewhat headaches. Coach Franklin's big on being high production, low maintenance. I doubt they are very fond of all of this that's going on. I know Jawan Sider is trying to make a big push up at Notre Dame to get Spell up there. I mean, he's obviously looks like he's taking a visit at some point. So, I hate this stuff. Welcome to the new world of NIL in college football. It sucks. It's sad. This is where we are at. If you say, Landon, I hate these type of videos, I am sorry. But guess what? We have some great content. Anton Belgrave Shorter, who's actually going to, for sure, be playing on the field for the Penn State Nittany Lions this coming season as a starting safety. That film breakdown be out in a couple hours. We'll put that out a little bit later after we let this video go for a little bit. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to show you guys a little bit of what he had. Didn't play a ton of snaps last year, but is clearly made his way to being a starter for a reason and is a ball hawk from what I'm hearing. So be on the lookout for that. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.